Dean, feels like maybe the world's against you there tonight. I mean, so many incidents to get stuck into. What's your overall thoughts?
Yeah, it felt like the world was against us tonight for sure. I asked the players to go and take control of the game because, we watched them against QPR and we thought really good, energetic team that works hard. And I thought we had control of the game. The only thing that was missing for me was in the final third, that final pass. Play up onto that was good. I thought, it helped having a couple of left footers in defence, gave us more balance. And we had good possession all night, just never created anything clear cut, and that's probably my biggest gripe of the night.
Two key moments, obviously within 3 or 4 minutes. I mean, their goal, the lads finished it well enough, but you'll be frustrated the manner of it. I think Ben Gibson just let the ball get away from him and counter and away you go.
Well, I thought it was a foul on Gabby to start with, and we've conceded a goal from a clearance. That's all it was. I think Ben's brought it down. Just had a big touch, won the first tackle, but missed out on the last tackle. We've certainly got enough bodies behind the ball to deal with it, and I didn't think they'd caused us problems and looked like scoring. As I say, I thought we had really good control throughout the game. I thought our two centre halves were having good games, but it was in the final third that was my concern, because I just felt that we had to, and with the players that we had, I felt there should be enough imagination to open the game up.
And obviously 3 or 4 minutes later, Kenny McLean red card. What's your verdict on it?
I don't think it is. I've seen the incident back, the grappling. I don't know who their player was. He's got hold of Kenny's shirt around the neck, and Kenny's turns around to push him back, and whether he's pushing him in the neck or the face, it's not a punch, it's not a slap, it's a push. When you've seen an incident earlier where their lad shoulders our player in the head, which you can't even do on the street, I don't think, or in rugby, and nothing's given, I was slightly surprised that the referee wanted to jump into his pocket so quickly.
It was quick. He didn't wait at all. He didn't give himself a lot of thinking time there, did he? The red was out pretty straight.
I thought he didn't know game.
Yeah.
Think.
Yeah. And as I say, bad night. Worse. Josh Sargent, what can you tell us there?
No, I think he'll be all right. He got a contact injury, but it was in the back of the knee, close to the hamstring. So, at half time, our medical staff didn't feel it was worth the risk. So he's come off as a precaution. He'll be okay for Saturday, I believe.
In terms of the state of play, I mean, it's still very early in the season, but 3 on the spin. You said after Watford, this group of players shouldn't be losing 2 on the spin. There's reasons maybe for that tonight, mitigation, but frustration. How do you push for it?
Yeah, no, total frustration, because out of the 3 games that we've lost, we've deserved to get beat at Watford, in my opinion, and the stats will probably tell you the same story as well. We should have beat Preston here, and we should have beat Luton here tonight, but we didn't create enough in the final third until, the only time the goalkeepers got worked was Sargi's effort in the first half, but then we asked for a little bit more creativity. We got that, and Donnell's had a good chance first minute of the second half and put it over. And to be fair, the spirit the lads showed with 10 men was excellent, and created another chance for Timu, who you would normally expect to score.
Understandably, the reaction from 1 or 2 at the final whistle, they're frustrated as well. Because
No, I get it, and there was more than 1 or 2. I get that. We've lost 3 on the spin. But I didn't think the reaction at half time was as good as it could be. We're drawing 0-0 in a game where the opposition haven't looked like scoring. And if we actually win the game, we go top of the league. I felt at the start of the second half, I felt the fans understood that, because I felt there was a turn up in the atmosphere, and the fans got behind us at the start of that second half, and we reacted with a couple of opportunities, but unfortunately, a moment, which was what their goal was, has cost us.
More from me. What was the situation with Kieran Dowler? He was in the 11 and then pulled out.
Yeah, I don't know. I was in the dressing room and was told that he was struggling for breath, breathing. The doctors checked him over, and he felt his lungs were okay. But it's always a concern to all of us, and for Kieran at that time. So we'll see how he is and you know, he's in the best hands with the medical people. But I believe he's been cleared to go home, which is good news.
Okay, and then, can you give us any update on, obviously, Bamidele said he would miss out tonight. Any idea on the sort of time scale?
Yeah, no, he's struggling. He's done a couple of ligaments in his ankle, so he's going to be out 3 or 4 weeks, I think.
Will that need any surgery at all?
No, it'd be a conservative approach to his rehab.
Could Kenny have been a bit more streetwise there? We saw in the last game against Preston, one of their players went down when there was that sort of in the box tussling right at the end.
Mm-hmm.
And in an incident like that, where he is without doubt being pulled by Lockyer and could have gone down, it's a foul on him. Ultimately, it could have been a penalty your way.
Well, I've been to see the referee and asked him if he would give a penalty if he didn't see Kenny, and he said no. So take from that what you will.
Will you appeal against it?
I'll have a look at it. I mean, listen, we have to prove that he's made a clear and obvious error. You know, that's the appeal process. So I'll get somebody who I know who, you know, looks at these processes and lets us know if we've got a chance or not.
It does look as though...
It's certainly not a fist. No chance. No chance. It wasn't the fist that caught Grant against Preston on the chin. It was a hand, and a hand to attempt to push him off.
The fans were shouting, "Dino, sort it out." I mean, does it need sorting out, or was it just? Yeah,
Well, the work in the final third needs sorting out. Sure, certainly, because you know I expect with that group of players us to create bigger chances than we did. But they were shouting to sort it out when we had a man less. So that's a little bit tougher to do. But I thought we made a good fist of it with 10 men. We went 4-3-2, and I thought we caused them problems, and the lads chased and harried all over the pitch.
You spoke after the Watford game like you felt there was maybe a little bit of a pattern of you not getting certain decisions. Why do you think that is?
Well, I sent a referee's report yesterday that we've had 7, what I believe are really good penalty calls, and PJMOL have agreed with probably 3 of them, and we still haven't had a penalty all season. So, yeah, getting frustrated. You know, I hope it's not a pattern emerging.
Can I ask you which 3 those were?
There was the pull on Sam Byram at Sunderland away. There was obviously Max Aarons against Wigan, and the other one was Josh Sargent at Birmingham City.
In terms of those creativity issues, you said that we create too many clear-cut opportunities. Do you know what's going on there?
Or sometimes you have to say the opposition are working extremely hard to stop you creating. We were trying the right things. I thought our touch at times just let us down in some areas, and the final pass at times. But you know, we made some bad decisions where we've had 3 or 4 shots from outside the penalty box where you know our chances of scoring were minimal, and we had to work it into the penalty box to score. And listen, I believe, you know, when you have as good a possession and control of the game as we had, eventually you tire the opposition down, and the spaces create where, you know, we expected to, you know, the second half to create a lot more and go on and win. And as I say, we saw the chance that we created for Danilo 2 minutes into the second half.
Well, Gary Sarro looks more by the game that he's sort of getting used to the English league now. He looks like he's improving.
Yeah, physically he's there now, which is really pleasing because he's got good ability as well. I just thought, you know, decided to go with him over Nacho. I just felt Nacho has looked a little bit jaded over the last few weeks, and I thought, you know, Gabby put in a decent performance. Cheers.
Thanks everyone.
Thank you.